You did. Look at you.
So I literally only have this again, and I feel terrible, but like I don't see
You
how
want it done.
I want it done, and I can't fit
It's
another
the same
project.
thing where I just had the portraits every time.
Yeah.
And like make one little update on something else because it was just a whole ass on this. Get this done. It happens.
I have some fabric. I think I'm gonna do the lovey gnomes next, but which shouldn't be too big.
No. And it's more like finish a gnome and you feel like you accomplished something.
Yeah. Whereas this is like, well, I mean, since I've done the circle, I don't feel like I accomplished anything.
But you got his whole head done. Like that was a section in of itself. Each arm.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you've really accomplished bits.
I know. He's a lot.
He's a lot.
He's a lot of stitching.
He's a lot of stitching.
All right. Hi guys!
Welcome to the Stitches and Sundries Flosstube. This is episode number 12. I'm Lauren.
I'm Devyn.
You can find us on Instagram. I'm at Lauren Up Stitching.
And I'm Devyn_no loose ends.
And we are a fibery podcast. We are a cross-stitching, sewing, maybe some embroidery if we ever feel ambitious. Who the hell knows? We hang out and talk about projects. Sometimes, someday, we will move away from Halloween projects. Someday.
Spring is coming, and I feel like there are new beginnings on the horizon.
Yeah, like hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm making progress, so hopefully we can start some other things.
Well, and I watched some other Flosstubers, and I feel like some of them get stuck on Christmas. Like in January, they're still doing Christmas, which I am in our knitting episodes if you watch us there. But I think it's funny that we're dragging out Halloween. Like, it's January, and we're both still stitching Halloween.
I've been dragging out Halloween since June of last year. It just never ends. But anyway, so we have some whip updates, and we have some. Nobody has any finishes. This is not finished territory. This is not finished territory. But first, what's been going on with you for the last 2 weeks?
I've had a couple of little events going on with family and friends. So I hung out with my friend Elizabeth, came over to my house, and she brought her new baby. I mean, he's one, but he's still new, right? Like, she brought her baby over, and it was really fun to get to hang out with her and the baby. I mean, it's COVID time, so we didn't go anywhere. We just kind of hung out and watched. Oh, I wish I knew the name of the podcast that we watched, but I'm lame and I don't know.
It's both really nice because for you, you're 100%. You and Jason are 100% from home. Mm-hmm. I'm the majority from home, so we have this much more like we haven't gone anywhere for 3 weeks, so we're a safe space to come to, and so that's nice that people can kind of come visit. Yeah,
and she was literally just hospitalized, not for COVID, for other reasons, but she tested negative, so we felt good about that there. So we had a lot of fun though. We just hung out and we talked like about a whole bunch of stuff, like I don't know, New Year's goals and stuff. Still, January we're still talking about that stuff. It was fun.
That's really nice. That's really nice. Everybody in my office has had COVID previously, and while they're a little more like, well, we have it, we have the antibodies, I'm like, I do not want this shit. So whenever I go in, I'm like, and when I gave blood the last time we talked, I just got my results and I was negative. So I have still maintained that I have not gotten it because I go into the freaking Walmart to do my grocery shopping and I sanitize all the way because I have teeny tiny hands. So when you do the sanitize thing, it gives me enough to do my entire body. So I am everywhere we go, masks on, don't come near me, because I'm so tired of this and I want it to be over. So if I can take those steps to
everything we can do.
But yeah.
But happier things.
I'm putting flooring in my basement for the first time in 6 years. We have been struggling with water in the basement for 5 years, and originally, the original flood that kind of was ooh, we might have a problem, was about 6 years ago when we ripped up all the carpets. So we've had just concrete down there. It was a fully finished basement before. which it was probably finished, like, I think my dad finished it back when he was here. And it was a little half-assed. Like everything in this house, it's all barely held together with duct tape and dreams. But we tore up the carpet, and we're just down to, and we tore off the drywall on the bottom. So we had half a wall of drywall and concrete flooring everywhere. And then the water issues really started. So we were very lucky to not have to be constantly tearing up flooring.
Right.
But we're finally to a point where I was like, okay, I want to put down some flooring. So I called up the local place and was like, I need something cheap, waterproof, washable. Like, it cannot be anything that is going to struggle. If we get a little water in the basement again, a little water, I want to be sure that it is going to be, easy to maintain.
It feels like laminate.
Yeah, it's some kind of, it's like a PVC of some sort.
Yeah.
LPV.
It looks really nice. It looks like faux hardwood floor stuff.
It
looks nice.
I'm not planning for this to be like, it's going to be my game room. That's the plan, is to have one room be a game room and one room be like a movie room. And it is not meant to be the fanciest of schmanciest, like, second home, like I'm going to rent out an apartment down there. It's just got to be nice enough that I can put some rugs down and be comfortable and, not be walking on dusty, gross concrete.
Yeah.
The poor guys, though, they came out and they're like, who put this floor in? I'm like, I don't know. It was like the 80s when it happened. They're like, they put down a level and the whole floor just went like this. Like, it was just completely unlevel. It was bad. So they had to level and level and level. I felt bad.
That's what the white stuff is? That's them filling?
That's them filling.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it's like, yeah.
Well, also, like, stuff happens to houses that have been built for a while. Like, they settle and stuff, stuff,
Yeah, stuff time, not half-assed building materials now.
No. Your dad did a great job. No, I have no idea. That's awesome.
That's exciting.
I'm really glad your basement situation. The basement saga is coming.
It's coming to a close. I'm going to be so happy to have space that's usable, because once we're back into times where we can do stuff, it'll be nice to entertain and have people over for board games. I actually normally run a board game club when you're allowed to see people, and we would meet at libraries and stuff like that. But also, I like board games with friends, and I want to have friends over to play games and to have, movie nights and snacks and stuff like that.
Right, and having it in your basement, you won't have to deconstruct your kitchen in order, or your dining room, in order to
clean, really.
Set up a massive game. Yeah. Because we're not talking like little Monopoly games.
Oh, yeah.
We play the big spread, like...
Yeah. 7 people, all of us trying to figure out how to murder a ghost or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So
that's awesome.
Getting there. All right, let's actually talk about Flosstube. I have whips.
I have one whip. You go first since you have more.
All right. Let's do my littlest, piddliest one. I really wanted to make more progress on this, but then I napped.
Hey, listen, I am a supporter of the nap times, and sometimes you just need a nap.
So this one is Halloween Ouija by Tiny Modernist. No.
I thought it was Tiny Modernist.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is.
You've lost your mind.
I've lost my mind. And I have a new square done. I have the cauldron with its little smokes and that one. And I had planned to immediately start on the haunted house that goes here in the middle. Here's the whole thing. It's coming along.
It looks awesome.
And then I was like, okay, that's going to be Saturday night's thing I work on. And then we went grocery shopping and got back, and I was just like, I am, for no apparent reason, wiped. 8:30, I was on the couch, dead asleep. Went to bed at 9. So, just didn't happen. Life.
I love it.
It's coming along really nice. I love this.
I love the moth
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I think I might do that moth as just like an ornament or something.
Yeah, if you look at each individual
or even this
motif,
little
like
sun.
I love the moth. I love the pumpkins. They're really cool.
The spitter.
I really like this cauldron too.
No, there's
some cool stuff.
Yeah. So I'm getting into. I've finished all the little motifs on the sides. I get to do the haunted house and the letters and numbers that would finish up the Ouija part of it. And I love it. I'm looking forward to having it on my wall at Halloween, which is getting to be a problem because I want 800 things on my wall at Halloween.
Well, soon you're gonna have a game room to decorate too. So
I know. I'm looking forward to that. I keep talking to Sarah about that. I'm like, I can decorate down there. She's like, we're not like changing things out for the seasons, you know that. And I'm like, but maybe we will be. So, all right. So that's my little update.
All right, I have one update, whatever. I don't know how to talk. So you guys have seen this before. It's Nightmare Before Christmas by Happy Little Mouse, and I am making some progress.
You are making major progress. That mountain looks amazing. That little swirly dude.
So this week I finished these little mountains and the swirly dooder, and I filled in. So I lied last time. I said I was done with the purple. There's purple right there, and I had to do the purple one more time. So now I am done with the purples. And it's all blues and yellows and oranges from here.
Yeah.
So.
It is really coming along.
Yeah,
so this is what it's gonna look like. So you can see she only has like the pumpkins and a little bit of feet left.
Yeah. There's like I think there's like a little gravestone or something, but it is so close. I don't know if I'll finish it by next podcast. I really hope to. It's just gonna be a goal. But yeah, I'm really, really liking it. I think I've been talking about framing it. I think I need to actively start looking for frames because I'm getting closer to finishing it. It's something I can see in the not too far distant future.
That is awesome. That is coming along really nice. And that's a gift for someone?
That is a gift for my friend in Frostburg, Elizabeth, and I will be framing it for her. She's seen it. She knows it's in progress. It's supposed to be Christmas, but I'm the world's slowest cross stitcher, so.
Nah.
But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna look for like a cool frame. Hopefully, I can get down to that store you talked about before, the Cumberland Emporium.
Oh yeah.
I want to go there and see what they've got. There's also Christian Crossings and Goodwill that we can check out locally that have thrifted frames. Oh yeah, Habitat. I forget about Habitat sometimes.
Yeah.
I always go to them for furniture. I forget that they have other stuff.
They have a lot of fun stuff. All right. What are we gonna do?
Next.
So this one I made a lot of progress on. I'm really pleased. This is Horrific Halloween. This was Stoney Creek's Pattern of the Month series for 2018. And this is where I was last time. This is something I actually have an update, like a physically seen update for. This is what it looked like last time. And this is what it looks like now.
Oh, I love the ghosty goo.
Yep, the ghost is happening. He's going to get up into the tree a little farther. He'll be up in, kind of looking over this tree. I got the big bat done.
That is cool.
And the two little white dots are his glow-in-the-dark fangs. He'll have a little goofy smile and then some button eyes.
Oh, that is cute.
And I got the spitter done. So really all I have left in this one is almost done now, is to finish up the ghost. Let's see, finish up the ghost here, and then down here is a pumpkin with some vines that kind of like are just swirls, and then backstitching, and I'm done. So this one I might actually be able to have finished by next podcast.
But there's still one whole motif.
There's one whole motif left. So then I will be down to the very last one.
Woohoo!
And it will be.
So maybe by the end of February you'll be finished with this thing.
I think so. I think that's a realistic goal.
Yeah.
And then this will be one of my. I have another older cross stitch. I'm trying to work through some of my old projects, trying to get things out, get them out of things. But I also am getting a little exhausted with big projects, big long things. And so I think I'll do a couple smalls, take a break.
I feel you there.
Yeah.
It's time for littles.
It's time for some smalls. So I'll do, I have a couple on, that I've purchased on Etsy. I also have some, I'm trying to remember what is it. I have a junk drawer over there that is just full of stuff that I've kind of like collected over the last year. And I think there's a couple kits and things like that that might be just small, easy, fun to do. And
I keep talking about it. I want to make it down to 4 seasons and get one of the Mill Hill kits because
yes, those are so fun.
your little, not caravan, little...
Yeah, it was like caravan trailer.
Yeah, the little trailer
camper.
thing, camper trailer that you did for a Christmas ornament. I really want to do something like that sized. I think will kind of re-motivate me back on the cross stitch because I'm learning what I like and what I don't like.
Yeah.
Full coverage, massive pieces. I mean, this guy's by no means massive, but I can tell from this guy that full coverage, massive pieces are not for me.
Yeah. Do some smalls. Do some pretty fun. There are, the latest Just Cross Stitch magazine had some fun blackwork stuff where you're just doing back, like what we would call back stitching. It's lots of like intricate stuff like that.
Is this not the Valentine's one? Did you get the next one?
No, I think it is in the Valentine's.
Oh, okay.
It
I'll
is
have
in
to
the
check it
Valentine's
out.
Yeah, I can go get it if we want to talk about it. But there's lots of fun smalls out there right now, and
Yeah.
I just want to do something that I feel like I'm making quick progress on instead of June to now.
It was really nice when we were stitching those ornaments.
I know.
I mean, I
fun.
didn't, in the time, I didn't feel like I did a ton, but I got 4 cross stitch ornaments done in that time frame, and I'm like, wow, look at me go. And then this guy, I'm like, I've been working on him since like June.
Yeah. Yep. It's definitely a different feeling.
Yeah.
So my other big project, this one I just recently started. This is called Hobbit by Unova Stitches on Etsy. I'm gonna link below. And here's where I was last time.
I like that name, Unova.
I know. And I have made some weird progress. It's kind of hard to see.
It's confetti.
It's confetti stitching. But I have actually finished 3 colors because they only had like less than 20 stitches in each color. So this is where I am now. These are my park threads off to the side a little bit.
Are you worried about that stitching too far from your destination?
Yes. These are like 15 to 20 stitches away. And so I'm like, okay, that's just far enough that I don't want to cut the thread and start over. But I want to, I don't want to count that out. So this is where I'm at. I've gotten a lot of the stuff done. So this little bit of red right here is the little vest of Bilbo.
Oh, cool.
So he's sitting there. You can kind of see the outline of his arm. He's like sitting there. And this little circle is an outline of one of his smoke rings. So these will
that's
be
cool.
smoke rings up out of the thing. So we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. It's a lot of confetti stitching. It's a lot of, I cross country stitch, which means I pick a color and I go till the end of that, till I run out of thread on that color. And then I am anchoring with the door because it's a nice big easy place to identify. And then I'll pick another color right in that thing, go as far as I can with that color and stop. And
that is so cool. So, like, I hope you guys can see how much color is in that one little dot on the door. Like,
yeah.
There's so much.
So
that's like floral, right? That's like his
that's
garden.
like a shrub. Yeah, it's like a garden. Yeah.
So, like, look at that.
It's really pretty.
I'm holding it up right, I think. I mean, that is so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah.
How many colors are in that? Like, that's my thumb. I am just amazed. Girl, listen.
I could not do this without Pattern Keeper. Like, how people stitched. I now understand why people stitched in columns, because you just couldn't do it any other way. Like, keeping track of that in any other capacity would have been so difficult.
Well, like, I don't use Pattern Keeper, and I'm not doing anything complicated, but I do what you're doing. Like, I threw a stitch marker at her. Not a needle, that was good. But yeah, I mean, I go all the way, like especially here where there's more colors
Mm-hmm.
on my mountain. Like I tried to stitch it down all the way, even though it like I stitched all the way down here and skipped this part and stitched back up here and then went back down here. You guys can't see that, and there's I don't know, there's no way to explain that, but yeah, that is so cool. That's so cool. Like
Yeah. How people did it before. I mean, the woman that invented that app, she should be enshrined somewhere. In the Hall of Cross Stitchers, she has her own shrine. And all the people that do all the testing for it. I've really enjoyed this piece. I think Ruth, who I'm stitching it for, will love it when it's done. And I'm really happy about it. It's also, despite all the confetti, it's a fun stitch. Like,
that's good.
You get to like it's stuff. You're seeing things come together. It's very nice in that way. Like I can see that there's like a window forming, there's a smoke ring forming, things like that. And so it's going to be really nice.
That is cool.
Yeah. So that is my. How did I fold this? I folded it like this, and then I folded it like this. I don't know. Nope, this seems wrong. I can't fold.
Everything seems wrong.
All right. I'm just gonna set it up here until I can figure that out, and we'll deal with that.
No. Didn't set it anywhere. Here, I'll just hold it. It'll be
You
fine.
just hold it. So that is all my updates, but I do have some acquisitions. So I have been
we've been shopping
a little bit because I don't know. Like I picked a bunch of stuff. None of them are smalls, which is what I was originally intending to do.
I feel like that's what I would do. I need to do a small. Let me pick this big ass project.
Yeah. So I have a couple here. So these are from.
Oh.
I know, how pretty. This is 2x2 stitch art. And this one is just called Flowers Cross Stitch Pattern. All hers are like kind of like flowers 1, flowers 2. But it is very pretty.
Wow.
I don't have to get too much glare. So I love this stitched on the black.
Wow.
And it's not too bad. It's not too terrible in size. And just using a variegated thread could be fun. But she also does the modeling is planned in there. So if you want to do the modeling, you can.
So like, what does that mean? Like,
so she is using like
multiple colors.
Yeah, 5 or 6 different colors of blue to get that effect. Or you could just, if you felt like it, do a variegated color.
Oh, okay.
And get a pretty cool effect.
Help me no cross stitch.
And then from the same one, this one is Starry Sky Landscape.
I love that one. Okay,
and
stitch that for me.
This is a full coverage, so it'll go all the way from edge to
Oh my
edge
God.
on that.
See, the problem is I love those.
Look how gorgeous that moon is. And this reminds me of home. This reminds me of around here. With the trees and the mountains.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I can't, whether these are coming up in my life, I don't know, but I bought them. And then this one I really like. This one is called...
I can see you making this one.
I don't know. Floral Ornament Cross Stitch. And this is also by 2x2 Stitch Art. Just kind of zoom in a little bit. And it's a sampler, but it's just so kind of like modern, and I really like that.
I can really see you stitching that. That fits your aesthetic.
Yes. I quite like that.
Any more?
I've got just a few more.
I
went on a bit of a thing. This one is by Cross Stitch Kits Alla, A-L-L-A. We'll link all these below.
Is this full coverage?
No, this one is called Garden Country.
I need it.
While it's a little country cute for me, I like it because it kind of reminds me of around here with the farmers markets and the quilts on the line, and
that is so cute.
It's almost too cute to stand. And so I might stitch that for one of my aunts, for you, for somebody, just because I like the motifs in it. It's so cute.
I mean, if there's ever a time that you want to stitch something but you don't see yourself needing it, I will accept finished cross stitch. I appreciate it. I really like this one. And this one doesn't seem bad. It's kind of like the banner.
Yeah, it's kind of like the banner in that it has like sections and things aren't like filled in. Yeah. This one is called Adjust Your Sails by Little Dove Samplers. And while I have no nautical themed anything in my house.
I have a nautical themed bathroom, so.
You have a nautical themed bathroom. I love the sentiment in this. It says, life isn't about waiting for the winds to change. It's about learning how to adjust your sails. And it is just...
That is super cute.
Super cute. I love the sentiment.
I love that.
Because that is one thing we're all learning right now, is that you can't just wait for the world to do things for you.
Lauren.
One more. All right. So this is one we've actually talked about.
We have?
Yeah, a little bit, because you asked me one time, is there a cross stitch that is long, horizontally long, and narrow? You're looking to fill a specific space.
Yes.
And I sent you this, and you were like, well, that seems advanced. And
it does seem advanced, guys.
It is called A Green Village. It was originally a, I think it's Dome, D-O-M-E kit. And they have the chart available from Stitch with Love store on Etsy. And it is massive.
Involved.
So
it's like Bilbo on steroids.
It's like Bilbo on steroids. So it's a series of houses.
Look at that.
By a lake. It is just adorable.
That is so much.
Yeah. That's not going to be clear, but I mean, it is big. So I'll put this one up.
So like you can see that's how big it is.
That's how big it is. It's very long and narrow. But I like it a lot. It's like cute. It's like a Thomas Kincaid painting, kind of like cute little houses.
Yeah, it is.
Lots of greenery. There's a reflecting pond.
All right. I'll take that. You want to stitch that for me?
Yeah, in 17 years you can have it. So that's what I don't know why. Those were just things that appealed to me when my Etsy was like, we recommend these for you. I was like, you're right, you do. I do. Let me just put that in my cart. Yeah. So I have those projects. They'll go into my library. I'm going to try and like cull some stuff out of my library, like actually stitch it. So then those will replace those things. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with collecting good patterns.
No. Like we said, part of the hobby is collecting the stuff, right? Like collecting the yarn, collecting the patterns.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's all I have for this time. It's a short and sweet. We are still working on the same projects, but hopefully we'll have some new stuff soon. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Everybody?
Bye, guys.